Hey guys, it's Dustin here, the Pro Picker. I'm entering Valley Thrift Store today. I filmed this on Monday, which is their 25% off Customer Appreciation Day. Everything in the store is 25% off. Since some of their prices can be a little high lately, I think the 25% off is probably the sweet spot. Where it's not super crazy like their, I think, monthly or monthly-ish 50% off days. But you can, still can find a good deal, I guess. So filming this a little bit differently. They don't allow backpacks at all in here, and I forgot my body mount for my GoPro, so I'm doing it by hand. So I'm not going to comp as I go on some things, so some things I'm just going to throw in the cart to look at the end. So that means also, just from an editing perspective, I decided to put all of the comps at the end. So watch to the end of the video to see what everything's worth here. And yeah, just a little bit of a different format than usual for me. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and turning on the bell notifications to stay up to date with my most recent resale and thrifting content. It's what I do, so if you like this kind of thing, you're only going to see more of it. Please also consider liking the video. It helps me out greatly as a newer content creator to get my content out in front of more eyeballs. Also consider dropping a comment below. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to ask. Occasionally I do tack on Q&As. It's something I've recently started doing at the end of the video where I'll address your questions. This one's going to be a little bit of a longer one, so no Q&A today, guys. So I did look at this Spalding Intrepid. It's actually in really good shape. Checking it out, just making sure nothing's busted, broken, cracked. For being vintage like that, I think it's in really good shape. Unfortunately, I eventually do end up putting it back just because I do run comps on it, and that specific one was not all that good. The Yankee Candle potpourri stuff here, I just kind of felt like, their candle stuff is good. I didn't know about the potpourri, and I just decided to, put that back. I also... One thing I'm going to mention, and I knew they had a lot of these Halloween costumes. Any of them that are really cheap that I think I can flip in October, I'm purchasing now. I mean, look, that guy's $1.50. The extra large version of them's $2.25 once you factor in the 25% off. I think they're going to be worth it. You won't see comps at the end specifically for all the Halloween costumes I pick up because I just plan to get about $20 to $35 for them all when Halloween comes around. This one's $7.99, even with the 20% off. I'm going to pass. If it was a more mainline original trilogy character or something like that, I might consider it, but that was from Star Wars Rebels. I do end up picking up a different Star Wars Rebels one, and you'll see why in a little bit. But yeah, this store, guys, if you've never been to Valley Thrift Store in the Dayton, Ohio area, it's huge. And I do come here maybe every 2 to 3 weeks. I do like looking for their HBA bags because sometimes you can get lucky and find some really high-end stuff mixed in there. But lately I've noticed that they've really ratcheted up the prices on those health and beauty bags. So yeah, it gets a little bit tough to want to buy them. Because sometimes, I'll buy one of the health and beauty bags for like 2 or 3 items and maybe even pitch the rest. If it's just stuff that's really old or something like that. I do check out this Ninja Turtles. Unfortunately, it is new, as in new Ninja Turtles, not the old school stuff. I was at a thrift store a couple weeks ago and missed it just by a hair. Somebody else was rating a bin of plush and had some vintage Ninja Turtles. I don't know how much they were worth, but it was pretty cool that he was able to find that kind of stuff. That's one of those things, the more you're out there, the more you'll find. I do check out these die-cast cars and even comp one and decide against throwing them in the cart. Yeah, kind of. It's hard to like want to run comps on things while I'm holding the camera. I don't really want to put my camera down a bunch. So that's kind of one of the reasons I'm structuring it like this today. But yeah, as you can see, they just pile stuff on the shelves here. I only pick up the sealed season. I think it's season 3 there of The Big Bang Theory. And unfortunately, I don't actually end up purchasing it just because it's really not worth that much. I think that show's even on Netflix at this point. And one thing about this thrift, they have stuff packed everywhere. You really have to search. And then on top of it, there's just enough room. So the store is huge, but they pack so much stuff in. There's just enough room in the aisles for 2 carts to barely meet when you're trying to get past each other. So it's definitely some closed-in spaces here. I think it's a neat store. I live maybe about 20 minutes from it, so it's not too far, but it's far enough where it's not like... It also is 20 minutes in the opposite direction of the other thrifts you more commonly see me go to. So, yeah, I don't come here as often as I would like, but I do make a point of checking it on a relatively regular basis. Their toy selection here is huge. It's pretty insane, actually. They still have all those GitHub figures. I think it's what, Octocat or whatever. Didn't have any comps for those. Oh, and I wanted to say a couple housekeeping things here, guys. So in yesterday's 99-cent tag switch video, it seems they did, on mistake, make the blue tag at the Salvation Army, the 99-cent one. I offered to bring back the stuff. I went up to him and just said, hey, I could bring back the stuff and we could square up on it because, you know, I don't want to, like, take advantage of you guys or anything like that. But they said, hey, since you're here all the time, don't worry about it. And so we're good to go with it. It's just I did want to clear that up because I know there's some locals that watch and they'll be like, it's pink tag. Yes, it really is pink tag there. It wasn't meant to be blue, apparently, but they had thought it was blue. So yeah, just wanted to clarify. As you saw, that makeup bag right there was $27. I didn't see any pieces in there, even with 25% off, that would make it worthwhile. So I do end up putting that back pretty quickly, actually. Yeah, it can be kind of crazy what they'll price certain things at. And then I see this Powder Puff Girls. It's a Bubbles costume. I mean, that's an easy pickup. I think, what's it say, $2.99 there? Something like that. So we're paying $2.25. So that's an easy pickup, brand new. Can't complain. Should get, you know, $25 out of that easy during the season for it. So I see this does end up going back, but they wanted $12.99. It's a Mandalorian toy. I figured, you know, that's pretty hot right now. Awesome show. By far the best thing new Star Wars or Disney Star Wars has produced, hands down, without question. But yeah, that toy was worth just a little bit more than that. So even with 25% off, I wouldn't make anything. Something to point out here, guys, when you see the Spirit costumes, these are the same ones that you see in Spirit Halloween for $35 and up. So if they can go on eBay and just have it shipped to them, they'll do it. Customers will. And you can get $35 for those on eBay during the Halloween season. It is totally the way to go. Pick those up when you see them for cheap. Then I see this Walmart one that's actually very similar to that other costume, and they wanted like more money for it than they wanted for the Spirit one. Whatever. Happy to grab the Spirit costumes for cheap when I see them. All the ones I had last year moved, so I didn't really start buying Halloween costumes for last year until like September, and I sold out of all of them practically, I believe, during October. So I want to make sure that, this year I'm taking as full of advantage as I can of the Halloween season. And I'm just going to stockpile them essentially, probably list them all in September. That way there'll be fresh listings in the for the algorithm's sake when it comes to the eBay algorithm, and just try and kill it. So I wanted to make sure this wasn't a Bath and Body candle holder. I've actually sold a Bath and Body one. It was bigger and nicer than that one that looked like that one though. So I just wanted to double check. If you guys are out and about, a lot of those Bath and Body candle holders, they become retired and nobody can buy them new anymore so basically they have to turn to eBay if they want a specific one. And there are people that want specific candle holders from Bath & Body. So just a nice little bolo item, because you can often buy those really cheap. I find them more at yard sales than I do at thrift stores personally. Because last year, even with the shortened yard sale season, I was finding like couple of them a week probably, it felt like, and some of them can go like $17.99, $24.99, $32. So there's some pretty good ones out there. Even the ones that look kind of basic can have some value to them, as long as they're like the Bath and Body ones. Looking around here, just kind of trying to check out everything. I see a Tiger handheld, but not vintage enough to actually care about. It's the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire deal there. So I don't jump on that. There's so much to take in here. That's absolutely insane. I do find a sealed Springbok puzzle here. Should get a decent amount of money for this at $2.25. It does have a couple tears in the front, just noting, but $2.25. I know I'm gonna make my money on this, so definitely in the cart. Something else I wanted to mention, guys, I got in my second We Bargain, and I'm not sponsored. We Bargain box. It's a Lowe's box again. That was a pretty successful video for me back when I launched, or I guess released said video. It is at 2,300 views when most of the videos of that time I was only getting into hundreds. So yeah. Just wanted to mention I did get that in. I'll be doing that recording today, and that video will be out on Wednesday. So if you want to check out what I get in a Lowe's return box, make sure to turn on the bell notifications, and you'll be given a heads up when it comes out. Or you can follow me on Instagram. I also typically will tell you the story when my newest videos come out. I'm looking over these dominoes. The two black ones were used, so I decided to pass on those, but the white dominoes were sealed, so I did grab both of those. As you'll see, there's not too much game-wise here, so I end up not really grabbing anything. I played the heck out of Battlefield 4 on PC and Xbox 360, honestly, or Xbox One, honestly, so it's kind of crazy. You see that game everywhere now. That was a good Battlefield, honestly. It was not at launch. Pretty rough, but yeah, that was back when I used to have time to play video games. Now I swear I live in thrift stores and edit. Here's another Spirit one. This is a child's costume. It's a ninja one. $21.99 is the retail on that. Looks like I'm gonna pay $2.25, so throwing that in the cart. And then I see this Darth Maul one. I think it was $1.99. Yeah, so that means $1.50. Had for Halloween Express, it's another one of those pop-up stores like Spirit Halloween. I had a $35 marking on it there, price sticker. Throwing that in the cart. I think that's going to be great when the holiday season comes around, and I think it's really going to help boost sales in that first month of Q4 for me. Just stockpiling that throughout the year. So feeling pretty good on those purchases. Some of the cheaper ones I'm not really getting. And when I say cheaper ones, cheaper costumes. They're not actually priced any cheaper. Some of them are priced higher, actually. I'm gonna have that We Bargain video. It's gonna be different than what I normally do. Oh, this Air 270 Nike here, I can't find the other shoe. Those can usually have some decent value to them. Just wanted to make that point real quick. But yeah, I'll have that We Bargain video out tomorrow, guys. It's an easier edit for me, and I am actually going to be out tomorrow, just on a slight medical thing. Should be no worries. Not related to the big thing going on right now. I do see, jumping back into kind of commenting on my trip here, this bag has there's a few junk pieces, but there's a lot of Clinique in here. There's got to be at least 10-15 pieces of Clinique in there. It doesn't seem like that from the footage. They actually let me open it up at the register to make sure it was all brand new, and it was. There's lipsticks, lip palettes, some other pieces. They wanted $30 for it, but 25% off. So what's that come out to? Like $22.50 basically. So $22.50 out the door for it. Because of the 25% off, I didn't feel too bad about doing it. There's enough profit, I think, on that. Some of the retired ones can go for a decent amount, and these look to be like the older green Clinique cases that are retired. So feeling pretty confident about that buy, actually. I didn't see this Don't Forget It dice game. Not a huge buy, guys, but it was priced right and pretty cheap. So here we'll do a quick recap for everyone. This is what I actually kept in the cart to go buy. We picked up the Clinique. There's just a couple random comps there. I haven't sorted through it all. The Ghost in the Shell, I haven't seen it. It was only 50 cents. So really buying it for myself, and then I'll throw it out at the yard sale after I watch it. So we'll still make profit on it because I'll sell it for $1 or $2. I'm not gonna throw comps up for every single Halloween costume. I've let you know my expectations are I'll get between $20 and $35 per costume shipped, and I'm paying $1.50 to $2.25 per costume. You'll see the dice game here. It should sell for 10 or 11 shipped. I'm paying $1.50. I'll make something on it, and it should be a pretty easy flip. Oh yeah, I did grab this Scooby-Doo costume. I don't know if that got into footage or not earlier. And then the Springbok here should be a little over $20 for $2.25. Plus, even with shipping, I should make a decent amount of money. And with the dominoes, I think they'll come in around the pound rate, but I'll be able to put them in a priority bubble mailer. So $4 a piece to sell them for $20 each won't be bad. I'll do okay on it. And then quickly, I do see one other thing. There was no comps for it, but it was cheap enough that I figured it was something else to hold on to for Halloween. Is this Monster High doll wig. This I'll probably put up right away on eBay though, just because Monster High stuff is popular year-round, and I might be able to sell it outside of the sphere of the Halloween deal. But with that, guys, I'm getting out of here. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.